what I see, I do not know. I am sometimes optimistic. I see that at the grassroots, at the individual level, there are a lot of possibilities. I am also worried. You and I have read Fanon, The Wretched of the Earth, and one of the lines that I remember early on is suddenly someone hit the trigger. And I live in Concord. I live next to the old North Bridge, about which Emerson wrote the shot that was heard around the world. And what happened that day? According to the British government, some thugs
Right.
were accumulating barrels of gunpowder and cannons in a farm.
Right. And they
They
sent the British out
came,
there to get it.
they came to do their obligation of protecting the colony from these thugs from Concord who were arming themselves. They faced each other across a bridge, and someone shot.
Baldwin has an essay on Harlem. I think he wrote it in 58 or 59, and he just describes it. It's a powder keg. And so if there's going to be a riot in Harlem, don't be surprised. You know, that's what happens with powder kegs. They explode.
That umbrella man is the one who worries me the most.
Yeah.
And again, I trust that this government that we have that has, and you know, those cities, there must be cameras everywhere.
Right.
If they could find out that other guy wasn't beat up by the white guys, remember that actor who said that he was beaten up,
Jesse
I think it was in Chicago.
In Chicago, yeah.
If they could solve that mystery, I hope Chicago sends those very special investigators to Minnesota and helps them solve this problem.
But they only solve mysteries that they want to solve.
But they have the capacity to solve it.
Oh, for sure.
And in Chicago, they're very well trained. So maybe you should write to your mayor and say, please, let's go and help Minneapolis, send those experts to find who these
Well, I'm in Vegas now. I've been living in Vegas for 3 years, so we got our own problems here.
It's funny, but you say as a former, I still think of you as a Chicago guy until you have a Las Vegas baseball team. But they should be able to find out, really, who is this? Who are these agitators? Are these the Antifa guys? Or is this something more sinister?
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about Antifa people. You know, I think with any group, there's people in it that are messing it up for everybody. But, I mean, I'm not for violence. But when oppressed people use violence, I'm not exactly against that either.
And again, they should be very careful.
Right.
That guy who broke the windows was doing it on purpose. And I do not want to be one of those who's condemning or celebrating.
Right.
I am just.
It's about methodology. We agree what needs to happen, but we're arguing about the methods, right?
And at this point, all sides need to be prudent.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens.